Frozen lightning. What do you think of when I say this? Probably one of these three things, as there are only 3 weapons or spells that apply frost while doing lightning damage. But if you think a bit harder outside of these 3 specifics, you'll realize just how difficult it is to combine lightning with frost to make a coherent build without just utilizing one of the 2 dragon scale weapons and calling it a day. Let's first take a look at these 2 dragon weapons. The 1.07 buff on their weapon art is quite significant. They now receive 160 lightning damage plus 80 frost status damage for 45 seconds when they use their respective weapon arts. Building a build for either of these is not that difficult if you consider them an ice lightning build. These are their one-handed optimized stats for the respective weapons. As they are unique weapons that scale off strength and dexterity, that is all you need to do to get the highest AR on the respective weapons. And if you're going to two-hand them, these are their optimized stats. Their weapon buffs do not scale to strength and dexterity, so you don't need to invest into anything else to make them work. Nothing fancy, but what if we wanted to combine it with a frozen lightning spear? Now, that's much more difficult, as this is an incantation and you need at least 34 points into Faith. There are also no great options to easily get a decent amount of incantation scaling while investing into strength or dexterity. While the Dragon Scale Blade leans more towards a dexterity scaling weapon, so you don't waste the dexterity investment, as it gives the incantation cast speed, you will still have a relatively low incantation scaling. Hybrid builds are always stat hungry too, and holding one single katana really isn't the best weapon option when the weapon art is locked into the Ice Lightning Sword. A move that won't really land in PvP, and isn't all that great in PvE outside the buff. How about the other sources of frost and lightning? Let's take a look. Lightning Infusion and Ashes scale to dexterity, but the lightning incantations scale to faith. Cold Infusion depends on the weapon, but it will scale to strength, dexterity, and intelligence. Cold Bullet arts scale to dexterity and intelligence. Sorceries that apply frost scale to intelligence. Well, now, that's quite a big pickle, isn't it? If we want to use lightning incantations, we need faith investment. Anything that applies frost other than the 3 innately ice lightning items requires intelligence investment. It is impossible to run a lightning weapon art on a cold infused weapon, nor can you run a cold weapon art on a lightning infused weapon. So what do we do? What if we just embraced both intelligence and faith for incantations with a Golden Order seal so that we can run the frozen lightning spear? After all, this is one of the best hybrid scaling catalysts. Because Cold Infusion often gets their AR from strength and dexterity, we can use a unique weapon that has good intelligence investment and frost buildup instead, and that is why we are going to run the Dark Moon Greatsword. Hitting 50 intelligence would hit the soft cap, tapping into the magic scaling curve really hard, while also providing Golden Order seal with the 45 intelligence soft cap. As a bonus or alternative, you can also run Adula's Moonblade with the Gelmir's Glintstone Staff, which is our best option around our given level of stat investment. By investing into intelligence and faith, we are able to run the lightning incantations. Well, aside from the buff ones, you can take your pick, but I suggest having at least Frozen Lightning Spear for the theme, and Lightning Spear for the quick punish. This will be our stat distribution. I'm running 46 faith because I chose to use Fortisax's Lightning Spear for one of my incantations, which requires 46 faith, and this is the full build. Both our catalysts are on our offhand, as we do want to apply Dark Moon Greatsword's weapon art buff. You can forego the Gelmir's Glintstone Staff if you don't want to run Adula's Moonblade or any other frost sorceries. I think it is an interesting mix in the toolkit, but having to deal with sorceries and incantations on the same scroll wheel while having to change catalysts on a single hand is a lot to handle. I certainly messed up a bunch of times. The Snow Witch's hat buffs frost sorceries by 10%, and I kind of wanted the fashion with Blight's armor. You don't really need to reach 88 poise breakpoint, 81 is enough. The only bad part about the Snow Witch hat is the Dark Moon Greatsword clips through it. How very annoying. As mentioned before, we're hitting 50 intelligence for the Dark Moon Greatsword. These are the spells and incantations I'm running. Once again, mixing sorceries with incantations requires a lot of practice and patience, so if you don't want to run the Adulas, I'd drop it. Let's get into some gameplay. One thing I do have to mention though, is this build leans on the slow side of things. Your fastest incantation is Lightning Spear, and you're using a greatsword as a main weapon. It definitely has a tougher time against opponents good at dodging. Let's try mixing up a duelist and our weapon art. The halberd can easily trade us at close range. Okay, we'll punish his charge. Lightning Spear punish. Easy. Okay, I'm not sure he's gonna let me cast my weapon art, so we'll just try to finish him off with the one last poke. Okay, I think Lightning Spear will have to do. Okay, he's far enough for me to cast. Really hard to engage a two-handed halberd with a greatsword, so that's why I'm playing really carefully. Okay, nice. GG. Quick step and answer. Okay, we're in trouble. Oh, he got overconfident. Ice Lightning landed. Oh, that actually hit him. Okay, one bad thing about Frozen Lightning Spear is for some reason, even though you're in the air, you don't have infinite hyper armor like other moves that, you know, kinda make you float. So it's very annoying. We can play unlocked with the greatsword. It actually helps sometimes. I like to sometimes play my light attacks unlocked and lock on for the weapon arts. Let's see if this gets him. Fortis Axe is actually kind of hard to fully dodge at this range. Nice. It's very hard to trade with a Storm Stomp. So, once again, we'll kind of have to do a bit of ranged. Oh, that Frost hit him. We just need one good hit. Okay, he backed off. We'll get our stamina back. And Frozen Lightning, let's go! Oh, yes! Worth the risk. If he has Slicer, oh my god, that hurts so much. Okay, if he has Slicer, this is going to be painful. Okay, that was my bad. Somehow didn't dodge the Swift. Okay, yeah. We don't have any fast sorceries, so it's very difficult to trade. Dodge this. And... oh, I shouldn't have trusted the strafe. Why is he dodging so much? He actually rode into the Frozen Lightning. Okay. Probably regaining stamina right now. Yeah. I have no idea why he's dodging this much. But okay. We'll just get a roll patch like that and GG. Oof. Another quick step. Okay, you know what? Change of plans. Frostbite it. at safe distance first. Our lightning attack should do quite a bit of damage with the frostbite status too. Okay. Let's go. Nice. Oh, he's out of mana. Time to punish his drink with a lightning spear. GG. Oh, this poor guy again, and he got hit by the same thing. That's not a very good trade on his part. He has no ranged option at all, it seems. Playing the heavy thrusting sword really reactively, which means we are in big trouble. Okay, that was just unlucky timing. But yeah, heavy thrusting sword against a slowish caster setup like this. Oh, and Beast Roar. Yeah, we're kind of screwed. He's playing really reactively too, which is what you want to do against these type of builds. And his setup is just a direct counter. GG. Okay, he also runs incantations, I see, but I don't think his scaling is that high. I'm guessing it's probably Claw Mark Seal. Yeah, it should be, because he's playing a strength weapon. Phalanx too? So, okay, those phalanxes aren't gonna do any damage, but it's 100 poise, so it'll still stagger us on one hit. He swapped to the heavy thrusting, but it's playing so defensively. Wow. Okay, well. Light rolls heavy thrusting sword. Huh, a lot of HTS these days. But he's not, he's kind of, like, he's not spacing really well and being actually aggressive, even though he looks like he's trying to attack. Nice, the frozen lightning hit. Okay, a lightning spear poked in. Okay, we just need one more trade. Even if we trade into the HTS, we will win here. Nice, GG. Like and subscribe, and if you want to support my channel, please consider buying my book, which will also allow you to request a topic. See you next time.